It's live on the 501st YouTube if you can grab it or whatnot. Let me see if I can get you the link.
Please do.
Uh, first YouTube link you can grab. Right, and then I'll just drop it in here. There it is. Copy paste that. Put in announcements. Let the people know that it is happening.
Oh yeah, word. Do I have that installed? Shit.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Imagine not having Tabletop Simulator installed.
Is it live already?
It's all, yeah, it's live. It's in.
Oh, I do have it. Okay, cool.
Get in here, nerds.
What's the room and stuff?
The name of the room is 501st War Room, and password's just 501.
Oh shit! I tried joining with 501st.
Hat nerd.
It changes every time.
It's not when I do it.
I feel like it was 501st last time.
It was, and then I just did 501 every time I've done it, and just like, yeah, we're just gonna do it like that. Oh wow, an announcement! I wonder what it could be.
What is password?
501.
501. Why are there two? I'm confused. Hold on. What's going on?
What do you mean?
They're split. Each company has its own AO.
Oh, gross.
Oh, that's
Wait,
interesting.
Well.
Wait, we're doing both
Yeah,
companies at once?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Welcome to the war.
Fuck. I don't like this. That's too many ops.
I like it.
It's okay, Data Koi.
Well,
We'll get a marching
Hang on,
formation.
isn't it like a straight month of campaign and then like another month off?
Something like that. I
I
don't know.
thought it was. I think I remember 8 saying 2 weeks on, 1 week off.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I
It's
feel like
it's
I've
changed
quoted
so many
you so many
times. I don't
times.
even know. Also, why are we all doing that? Yeah, we can do it in the waiting room. Who cares?
Oh,
We
shit.
don't need to go into the doctor's office.
Shit,
Just do it in the doctor's waiting room. Oh,
No,
okay,
no, no,
fine,
No, no, I got you.
fine. Ruining the fun.
That's what I'm here
This is
for.
the first time back. We got to do things, big, grandiose.
Oh.
Yep.
Do we have to? Cause
Out of curiosity, how many people can fit in the war room at once?
in
10?
in this 10 plus you can still have
Spectators?
spectators, but I think there's a max on that too. But this is why we have the stream. Ish.
Is there 2 lobbies in Tabletop Simulator for this?
No, just one.
Oh.
Only Juan. 501st War Room. Password 501.
Okay, so do we know which team's gonna be in which AO?
No, I'm gonna let you guys decide that. That's up to you guys. I don't
This is
control
gonna be
that.
a
I
long
just
war,
slightly
isn't it?
control a little bit, the little part of it that I'm guiding you in. Just a little.
Who is
bit.
Otto
What?
Octavius?
That is who do.
Who do?
It's Dr.
Nice,
Octopus,
okay.
dude. He's a renowned
It's
scientist.
okay. I don't have my old name anymore.
Oh.
And
Sorry, I
he's
don't
like-
even know what your
and-
Steam name ever fucking is, Swanee. I gave you a nickname of Swanee 2 years back, and it's just been that ever since.
Anthony Zagrafos is no more.
I also did that for you as well, Hoodoo.
Oh, that's a lot sad. Jesus Christ, that's a lot sad.
How many
Oh,
people
I
are
know.
coming from your side, Target?
From my side, as far as I'm aware, just me.
Alright, so if we do Razor, Minoc, Acklay, 6 platoon commanders, and you, that's 10.
I cry.
The end is always great.
Ooh.
Is
Like
Jake?
how? That's an excellent question.
Damn, Swanee, you got some ping.
Wait, what's one he's ping
Pain
at?
of
200 to 300 for me.
Damn.
a guy's just spiked up 400 for me.
Swanee, he's
Oh,
going
you're
up.
fucking
He keeps
tabletop
increasing. Go,
simulator.
Swanee, go! All the way to the end zone with the ping. Go! The man will be bouncing off the walls.
I'm on 5, but I don't know why I'm being spiked to 400.
I don't know why either.
Very odd.
Who else we waiting on? Who else? Who else ain't here? This is very weird that I'm at the bottom. Oh well, it sounds about right actually.
We're missing Av2.
I'm here, Drummond.
Oh, here, hold on. I need to borrow you then.
I think the only
Uh-oh.
people we're missing are Av2.
Those some Razor people. I know Neb's doing a thing
Whistle's
at the
here.
moment. Oh, is Whistler here?
Yeah,
Oh,
Razor.
Whistler.
Thanks, babe.
Whistler's my favorite pilot. Don't tell the others.
Oh, shh. That'll be a little
They
secret.
also would agree.
Wait, I like how the core ship is the COR ship.
COR.
It's your boy.
What?
Oh,
Brandon.
that's where he's been.
That's where he's been.
We finally found him.
Looking for hot dogs.
Wait, where's the Genesis's Pepe?
Oh
It's
my
gone. This is a new board. This is a clean slate.
Okay,
Darn.
I've got,
Tabletop
Unacceptable. Let me
simulator.
find him.
I've got a question real quick.
Yo.
Geonosian hives.
Uh-huh.
How are we going to simulate Geonosians?
Don't
Very
worry about it.
carefully.
No.
The hives will be empty.
Yeah.
If I get shot with the sonic rifle after tech support bot tells me that the mod updated, like I'm banning you for like at least 6 days.
Only 6? Wow, alright.
Yeah, mod is up.
We
Mod
still need
will
you for
update.
next week's war
The
room.
mod will update today. Actually,
Actually, it's like, Power's like, oh, wait, I forgot to update the mod today.
that
Wait,
is not
that's
me.
supposed to happen right now?
That is supposed to happen today at some point.
Are Geonosians in the update?
Coming power.
What's that?
Any-
Geonosians? No. Ackley armor? Yes.
Lame.
Anything interesting?
There's space in
Ah.
tabletop for me to jump in there, or am I gonna be?
1, 2,
Stay
4
on
seconds
about-
behind.
I think there's space.
There's 8. There's a room. There's still 2 spots.
Like,
2.
Neb isn't attending, so actually I'm representing Razor. Where do I go?
Oh, wait,
tabletop?
yeah, I think there's one
Yeah.
more spot.
Yes.
Wait,
Or
dedicated
they
already
dropped
in the
us,
lobby?
like is already in.
Yes.
I can just
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
1,
that just
2,
drops
3,
20.
4, 5,
Oh.
Don't get to do the planning.
7, 8.
You
Oh,
can
it's
say-
only 8. Whatever.
As a heads up, I already cleared this with Andro, but Psych 1 is going to be on FTX. They're still trying to figure out who they're with Cyber stepping down here soon. They're trying to figure out who's their new platoon staff's going to be. So they're asking for a couple more weeks of FTX.
Oh, don't leave us, Cyber.
Right.
Say again, like it?
Don't leave us.
I'm not leaving. I just can't do the weekends anymore. I'll still be around the,
Okay.
on the unit, no doubt.
Green.
Yeah.
T-
Might
Look
see
up.
me a little bit more, so, in a sense, joining your officers of reserves and such.
Mm,
All right, I added 2 more spots. I realized that it was too short. You think the game would just automatically do it for you, but it doesn't.
Wait, you can actually add more
just-
spots?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I added
I-
brown and teal, I think is what the colors were that weren't already here.
Wait,
oh no,
What does this
Cole
button
has
do?
2 ships.
I wouldn't hit it, hoodoo.
raise lower surface?
Oh, are you talking about the grid remote? Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, I want to touch this, but I'm not going to.
What happens if I click?
Let's wait until they
flip?
save it at the end, and then we can fiddle around.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
that was there in the last one. I
Also-
don't even know what it does.
Question.
I think
know
I like messed with it a
exactly
little bit.
which one I want. Which AO?
Okay, so who are we missing?
I still think I have to.
Minoc.
I'm still getting
We're
it as
here.
well.
Adequa's here. What are you
Data
talking
quiz
about?
doesn't-
Data quiz
Oh.
is-
Oh, I
And
know.
Genesis, we're both here.
So,
Alright.
is
Who's
it just
Genesis?
F2?
Yes, I guess so.
It's always have to. They're always late. Typical.
I mean, to be fair, it's only
They're,
stuns
they're
right
gonna
now.
have to like whatever you give them, I guess. Then hoodoo.
Being late to Geonosis means that you survived Geonosis.
You know what? He makes a flip.
All right, there's the
So, what do we have again?
op
Do we have
war,
that
whatever it's
sheet?
called. What was that?
I'll with this one.
Do we have the asset list for phase 1?
Oh boy, I wonder what he just posted in the TeamSpeak channel.
Because
But
a
Commodore-
lot of the stuff we were told that we can use is definitely not functional.
Like what?
Like
What's,
everything
Super
aside
Passive?
from Super Sabers, and that's pretty much it. Like we don't
starting to
have
think-
we don't have ATAP or ATTEs that are like balanced or like even configured for our aux.
What's the super password for the server?
501.
501.
Like we
Private
can
class.
like we
Am
can
I late?
use them, but they're just like they're not balanced at all for our mod list.
Am I late?
Yes.
Cola Gates.
I cannot connect. It's full.
I'm on my way home, so I'll be in my car.
Hang on.
So
Jump
I
out
will
home.
point out I opened the sheet he put in chat. It was not what I was looking for.
Whistle, there's a spot now.
There should be 2 spots.
Picking the
Yeah, there should be 2
thing
more.
to Michelle. I see how it is.
If there's not, there's always spectator. There should always be spectator.
And the stream.
And the stream. There's multiple spectating. This is a spectator sport, honestly. The war room.
I just look over someone's shoulder.
Yeah. Well, why you look over? Just give him a good massage while you're at it. You know, don't
These
be
days
rude,
you can
alright?
now download in peace.
Go fish. I got pocket aces. What do you have?
Me too.
I'll call someone on Discord and screen share.
Ooh, good call.
Full off suit.
Actually, that wouldn't be a
Found the
terrible
typo
idea.
in your
also.
upboard.
You know what? What is it?
I mean, are we just gonna ignore the fact that core ship is spelled wrong every single time?
You know? No, it's
No,
not.
it's called ship now.
It's just core. yeah.
For the Geonosian hives, for under objectives number 6, you have keep them form building back, not from.
No, that's correct.
Okay.
It's exactly how
Zero.
it's.
So this Commord was actually written by God, what's that Geonosian general fucker's name?
I don't know.
Hoggle.
Sunfac, and it's actually a lie. Target a brain amoeba slave thing.
The queen? What are you talking about?
Remember that all the clones had that weird like tentacle brain amoeba thing that was trying to kill everybody?
Yeah, the
Yeah, that was the
worm?
queen. Yeah, that was from the queen.
Yeah, from the Geonosians.
Yeah.
We don't know that exists yet. That's second invasion of Geonosis. This is the first invasion of
so
Geonosis.
Which
it
is
called
why
Karina the
wh- wh-
Great.
Which is just how effective his infiltration is. He's already here trying to lead us to our deaths.
My immersion.
The real crime is that we can't flip table.
The real crime is Cyclone Company isn't even in the list of friendly forces.
Yeah, I noticed. I was about to say something.
I didn't make
Well,
this.
well,
This is old, all right? I just copied from what I had
I'm out
before.
of here. All right, Cyclone guys, let's go hang
All
out
right.
and do FTX stuff.
Maybe it's because you guys aren't the friendly forces. The real
I like-
betrayal.
I like that Minok is also artillery detachment instead of like Bastion or anything.
This is so old that I
guess we've
grabbed
only
from
used
because I
80
couldn't find any
seconds.
new ones. It's
Hey,
like,
Telegram, can you give me edit access and I'll just fix it right now?
No.
Damn, oh wait.
Yeah, give me a second.
Straight up no, that's crazy.
It's alright, now I know what I gotta get my guys to do.
I guess we're using artillery. We're gonna destroy everything except the hives.
Alright. Actually, I have to step out. I have to get ready for an event that I have to go to. So, Data Coil, I'll leave this in your hands.
All right, let me know if that worked, guide.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Do you know how many rocks there are on Geonosis, my guy?
A lot. It's too many.
More than one. Pompano tried to make on the field for us.
What's
Okay,
loading?
first order of business. I'm gonna use my artillery. I'm gonna blow up all the rocks.
The first order? Oh no.
Oh no. All right, is everyone here? We got everybody. We good?
Can I find the Star Forge and just have Geonosis be eaten? We can just make a bunch of acclimators or something.
Used to eat stars, bro. There ain't no star.
I'm pretty sure if we tinkered with it, it'll eat the core of the planet too. It's hot enough.
All right. We got everybody. Everybody here. We waiting on anybody else? I'll take that as
yes and no.
what? Yes and no.
Yes, everyone's here. No, we're not waiting on anybody else.
Okay, fair enough. All right, then we begin. I'm just gonna read this because I don't remember how we ever did this before. No one ever does. All right. The war has begun. 0 hour has arrived. This strike on Geonosis will be the pivotal factor to the beginning of this war. The end goal in itself is not to capture Geonosis, but to cripple it to the point where there is nothing to come back to. At this time in the war, we are too few in number to commit any troops to occupation. Our enemy has the advantage of pumping out divisions on a daily basis, where it would take us a week to begin to even achieve that. So for now, we must strike fast and strike hard. Once we have rescued the Jedi, captured strategic HVTs, and inflicted heavy damage, the enemy infrastructure to enemy infrastructure and troop numbers, we are to pull out and divert our forces to phase 2 of the war plan. As you can see, there are multiple objectives. Many of them are basically the exact same, except for a few core ones. Your objectives are the arena, as you can see over here. You guys have to go and rescue the Jedi who have not really thought their plan through on rescuing the other Jedi, so they're kind of also needing rescued. So we're rescuing the rescue mission.
That was rescuing the rescue mission.
Yeah. Diplomatic Center. You should be able to find some HVTs, both of government and other high important figures. The Military Command, which is where is that one? Planetary Command. This should hopefully have some sort of more detailed information of what the CIS have planned for the war as a whole, as well as any other information that we may need strategically, so on and so forth, yada, yada, yada. AA, those are scattered about the map. Destroying this will help further our advance on the planet. Currently, they are keeping any of our heavier assets at bay, such as other acclimators and venators from, being able to get above them and, rain down the damage. Factories, blowing those up will be the first step. Oh, I realized I didn't give you the. I had photos that I meant to give you guys. I'll give you those later. Of what parts you need to do to actually make sure that it's destroyed, quote unquote. Geonosis hives. By eradicating the Geonosians, we basically, keep them from being able to continue helping the CIS. And so that basically makes the planet a dead planet. The radar, which is over here in this sector, this will help keep our movements hidden from the enemy in the sector around, in the sector of space, and then as well as the power generators, which are one here and then one right there. This will help also further hinder their ability to rebuild on Geonosis. Any questions?
Do you have that list of what we had again? I can't find it.
Of the assets?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go ahead, share. There's the gear and weapons tier. As the war progresses, you will unlock more. If things don't work, we can always switch them out because things break, mods get updated, or just never get updated for a while. It's fine. We can. What's the word? Trade out. Whatever. Substitute. Thank you.
You also just upgrade and just.
That's so there's only one working saber. Period.
Who do I have to pay to get the Rattler earlier?
All right.
There's no.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why do we get access to Advanced Grenadier before we get access to the actual default Grenadier weapon?
Because most people use the Grenadier weapon regular standard first, more than the the RGL or 6GL or whatever it's
There
called.
is no advanced Grenadier.
Or why? Okay, I call the RGL-6 Advanced Grenadier because it's the other Grenadier weapon.
Yes, that one goes first because that one's you don't have that primary slash underslug, so you have that kind of that focus of all right. I have a grenade launcher and a pistol. So it's kind of like as you upgrade, now they figured out, oh, we can attach it to the bottom of a weapon. That makes sense.
Which is funny because, like, sure,
The CIS don't have any mortars.
Question for the Razor assets for tier 1.
Mhm.
Does the lat include all variants of the lat or just the lat mark 1?
I think it's all the variants of the lat. It's still fine.
Correct.
I was going to say about the Lat C and Lat LE as well.
Yeah, because I know obviously lat CU is at the Battle of Geonosis, but I heard about the LE.
can I point out something else that's also kind of funny? Talking about Razor assets.
Sure.
You've allowed the Y-Wing, but not the 170. But the Y-Wing is a yellow ARC 170.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that, okay?
Breaking my immersion.
All right. I only noticed it was yellow.
I think Andromeda is just assaulting our immersion.
I'm just hearing heresy.
Do you guys want to discuss the assets after the war room? Because I think a lot of us have questions about them, myself
Absolutely.
included.
We can divulge more into that after the war room.
All right.
As of right now, it's up to you guys what you do. The only last thing I have is Republic High Command and Intelligence have recommended these lane lines for you guys. This is mainly because, this would make it a little bit easier than everybody hitting the same assets 3 times in a row. You at least all get a little bit of, you all get a little piece of the pie.
Do we change our LZs?
Yeah, LZs are fine. This is recommended. You don't have to follow that entirely.
All right. Well, the arena seems like the most exciting to me. So, does anybody else want to do that? Like Dramin, do you want to fight over it?
Cyclone's only 2 platoons strong right now when it comes to this, so I'm gonna let y'all get the first bite. I want us to be full force before we try to commit to fuckery. Unless we're splitting both companies across both AOs.
I think each AO is one company.
That is correct.
Each AO is one company, yes.
I'll let Avalanche fight over the arena.
All right.
I'll take 5 credits. 5 credits for arena. Arena, 5 credits.
Dale,
What?
do you want to go after the planetary command this week or next week?
Probably next week. Probably have to clear stuff out first.
Well, it's if you take the bottom left of the left AO, you'll literally go hit it at the end. Or we can cut the map in half and come at it from both sides and then deal with it later.
Yeah, we could probably nail it this week. I have to deal with the AAA and the Hive on the way up or something.
Yep. You have to deal with a factory, a AAA emplacement, a hive, and then the planetary command. And then we will take the northwest and we'll come at it. And we'll meet you at the radar dish.
What map is this?
Geonosis, this one is...
The new Geonosis map.
I can't remember. I don't remember which one.
There's 2 maps.
Which? Yeah,
It's Sector 506, Sector 528.
It's gonna be a little laggy.
Just to confirm,
Actually,
just to
these
confirm
ones,
the left one is 506, right?
I believe that is correct. I can double check that afterwards.
My left or your left?
How do you grab specific models from the bags?
Right click and
click.
search.
Ah, fancy.
Oh yeah, if you're trying to speak, nothing's coming through.
Hoodoo, third platoon can take the arena if you want.
All right.
Yes.
Do it.
I just realized I had a DM from Swanee asking for it as well. Do you want to roll off or something for it, Bridger?
I don't want to.
In the
Jump the
spirit
gun.
of fair play, no. But yeah, let's do it.
Do you have a D20 on this board anywhere?
I can get you one real quick. If I remember where they are. Objects. You want plastic or metal?
Oh, surprise us.
Ooh.
Whatever British people are more afraid of.
Oh, plastic then.
No,
Like,
definitely,
not
definitely
afraid.
metal. Definitely metal. They run around with knives.
Oh, that's true. You know what? There you go.
No, we don't.
Actually, he's got a point there.
One of each. Oh no.
Bridger, you may roll first.
What, just press R, is that right?
You can R, grab it, shuffle it around, throw it. There you go.
Stones, do you want to be in this roll off as well?
Well, that's a 4.
No, it's fine. You guys can do your thing.
Oh, Bridger, you failed me.
Did you just try and push it over even
17.
more,
So
Bridger?
well it moved. Roll again. Roll again, because it moved.
You made it go from a 10 to an 18, but sure. 11.
11.
Sorry, Bridger.
That's okay.
I can go to sleep a happy man.
What is happening?
Charisma check.
All right. Who's the purple dice? Why do you keep doing that?
I don't know who's over Pope rule.
Ooh.
You guys are just smashing it around.
All right. How many times are you guys gonna re-roll?
We're already done rolling. I don't know who's rolling it still.
That's 3 out of 10.
I'll have our AOs for Avalanche at least.
Are these AOs like designed for one platoon each, or is this just like a trap to split us up?
It's Genosis. Point
It's always a
to get our shit kicked in.
It's a trap to split us up, but we don't know that yet.
But also, by the way, if you find anything that says life form scanner, don't touch it. Or I'll fly to your
Yeah.
house and beat you to death.
Yeah, Andromeda.
Don't tell the entire planet where we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder who did that last time.
Yeah, I
We'll
feel this
never
is
know.
probably the most fitting time I'll ever actually have to share the Imgur album again. So
The fact that you had that on hand.
they have my
Completely
favorite
normal, we
bars
talk
for the
about
last 3 years.
Does everyone at least get a Yoda in the lap with us?
Of course.
Hey, wake up.
How are we nominating our Yoda?
Just use the Baby Yoda model.
Oh Jesus!
You can still spawn it in with the one of hyperspace module.
Can I be Yoda?
Yeah.
It depends on your Yoda impression.
It was on
I was gonna
God.
say that's your death screw.
Sounds more like Gizmo from the Gremlins than anything else.
Yoda is a gremlin, dude.
Yeah, but he ain't Gizmo, bro.
Space gremlin.
I mean, he might as well be.
Wait, so is Minoc the ones that disabled the car ship in AOTC?
Oh, yeah,
They
was
shoot
those
it
big
down.
Fucking laser cannons.
Yeah. That's Minoc, yeah?
Yes, you guys get laser tank thingies that
We do have those.
We do.
yeah, but the problem is they shoot 300mm fucking rockets, so it's not 100% really accurate. The laser beam, you have a missile that just comes out of
Are
nothing.
you sure you know what you're talking about? Because the only thing close
Nope.
enough to that is an AA gun.
I mean, don't you guys have the RX-2000?
The AA gun.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's close to Spot T. It's just a smaller variant.
What am I thinking of?
Yeah, just use the object.
Size
What's
of
it
thing.
called? Module. Those things were really fucking huge.
All right, are we doing allocation of supporting elements as well, or are we just granting it to everybody? And I'm assuming that Minoc, Acklay, and Razor are going to be involved in some way as well.
As far as Acklay goes, it's kind of a question for you guys I have is, do you guys want QRF or you want us operating as another force? I mean, potentially we could team up with Nexu in the left bottom sector or do QRF. That's kind of up to you guys on at least taking in your guys' input.
Well, I was gonna suggest, with the absence of Cyclone 1, Cyclone 1, just get Acklay to fill that gap. At least that would be my opinion, personally.
Yeah, I mean, so why I had family. Is Nexu going into this bottom AO here?
No, their token's just kind of there.
Yeah,
Okay.
put the tokens at the bottom
Okay.
of the board just for the AOs.
Okay. Gotcha.
Better the confusion.
I mean, we can take that bottom AO, hit the factory and AA and factory this week, and potentially hit Geonosis next week, if we would like. Drummond, you said Cyclone 1's going to be out for a couple of weeks, right? For like this entire first cycle.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So I mean, yeah, we could mop up this sector and then swap out with them in some other capacity next cycle if we want.
Two weeks on, 1 week off, right?
Yes.
So, anyone want me? The only thing I would say is, be careful for the multiple Saturday and Sunday ups. That's about it. Other than that, I'm willing to go to everything you got.
Sure, I'll take you.
I'll always take some Minoc, do some do artillery, I think, and focus on that AA. Definitely would be beneficial to have artillery because I'm assuming if it's like an AA sized objective, then it's probably going to be Mercs and LRADs.
Can someone duplicate my token, please? It's probably going to be turbo lasers because it's the only AAS that the CIS has according to this asset sheet.
Hmm. Well, that's also dependent on if the platoon is implementing those rules as well.
Do you have like Tempest or Blizzard or like any friendly elements besides just 501st?
At this time, because this is an entire planetary invasion, no, it's just you guys. All the forces are stretched pretty thin, and other AOs as well. These are just your guys' AOs.
Technically, we're not even the 501st. We're the GAR right now.
We just kind of all ended up together.
Just to confirm real quick from the logistics side, we are restarting the currency system, correct?
Correct.
So everybody starts at the 0.
But you have 100% of your assets, so you don't have to buy back anything. You just have them. At this point.
Additionally, modifications for certain assets will be tweaked. I.e., for example, Razor, a lat costs X, huge amount. It's probably going to stay the same, but it may start with a healthy budget already, due to the fact that the war did just start and everyone should have a healthy reserve of resources. If that makes sense.
So we are starting with cash then as Razor, or no?
No one gets any money, but Razor
No,
gets a
you
buttload of
guys-
extra assets instead.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Everyone will have ample resources to start the war, and then as the war progresses, as people start losing shit, or as shit starts going downhill, or supply chains get ruined, resources tend to deplete.
Try not to lose these fucking text boxes.
If you mouse over it, you'll see a trash can on top right. Click it.
Don't y'all love Tabletop Simulator?
No.
You guys sure you want to be so spread out?
They'll be fine.
What's the worst that could happen?
I got you.
Everything. You guys are on Geonosis. The sand shifts.
I think we should put everyone in one. Or at least 2 people in one.
What?
Or like
Jesus Christ.
all the platoons in one like wedge. Or like 2 in one wedge and 1 in the adjacent wedge.
These are pretty small maps overall. So
Yeah,
there'd
they're
be
not
a
the
lot
biggest.
of overlap.
Dude, I'm sure they're gonna like ratchet it up to 15.
Okay, who else wanted Minoc?
Dell.
Yeah, I'd say Av2 as well, but if Ackley's going to be taking you guys, we're basically on top of each other, so I won't put that strain on you.
Wait, because it's Geonosis, are we just going to do World War One tactics? Full charge?
Yes, stand
No.
in the open information.
Joe, what do you
No.
want?
What?
What are
Like
you
on
looking
two.
for?
We need mortars.
Mortars? Okay.
Anybody in Avalanche want Minoc support at all?
Because I got a bad feeling about the sand moving.
I would love to have Minoc, but I don't think you guys would be particularly useful when air assaulting into a Coliseum. No offense.
Yep. Good luck saving all 19 Jedi.
Are there actual
I don't know,
Jedi
that means
that
we're
we're
gonna
gonna like
survive. man. What are you
models?
talking about?
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's probably some that are made. So
Well, you'll have to see.
Drama, do you want us?
Spoilers, Hulu. Spoilers.
I mean, we have models for both weapons and outfits. The weapons just won't walk until we add the lightsaber mod.
Damn it, guys! Stop spoiling things. My immersion.
Sure. Give me AV7 support. I want to bring the fucking thunder. I've been shelled consistently for the last 2 months. I'd like to do it to someone else for once.
Sounds like it's starting to get personal.
I just quite irritating when the Zeus' only response to fast movement is to kill everyone with 155s.
F3, do you want us?
Damn.
I think we're okay.
Daddicoy over here trying to fucking like go his platoon out or his section out to everybody.
The courtship is the only thing. But I'm gonna have Ark take a look at that. I think we should be fine.
Okay.
Next week though, maybe.
What kind of support is Razor providing? Is it just
Looks like we have access to most of our VTOLs minus the ARC. We've got the wiring in place of that, so I don't think we really have any restrictions in terms of heavy or light CAS to provide you with.
all right?
We've got B-52 heavy CAS, violent amounts of air-to-air superiority, and the Lance gun-shipping everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, correlate or allocate assets to heavy AA spots, but every single AO attack line has AA markers in them, so.
Can the Z95 run harms, or is that just the 170?
It's just the 170 and the Phantom.
Yeah, Phantom.
Oh, and never mind. You don't have to worry about radar anymore. You're getting apparently demolished with turbo lasers. So
yeah.
True.
We haven't
GBO.
evolved yet.
You should be okay.
Do we know if the turbo lasers will even engage you?
They will, but they fire pretty slow, but they hit hard. So if they hit us, show rods are a lot more effective than turbo lasers. But
Oh, they do have the OG-10. You might have to worry about that one.
OG-10 will be a threat. Also, for like the helo-based assets, fucking scimitars. Do they have scimitars?
No, that's tier 2.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so like really our biggest thing is going to be vultures and the OG-10s.
OG-10s are kind of scary, especially against the more helicopter-based assets.
I see hyenas on here. Do we actually have a model for it now, or are we wishful
101st
thinking?
does, but we
A
don't
lot
have
of-
one balanced in our mod, to my knowledge, yet.
That and the
Which model again?
Tri-Fighter,
Tri-Fighter?
the Hyena and the Tri-Fighter are very much wishful thinking. If they end up coming out and during campaign, then they're listed on there for that reason.
The
Future
hyena's already
proofing.
out.
Yes.
But there's not a hyena that is in the RD501 mod that is balanced for our stuff. It's balanced for 101st stuff, which means that Razor cannot kill the hyena. Like, it is impossible to kill.
What were you about to say, Klinger?
No, I was just asking which models. I was just making sure.
Bueller.
And Power, correct me if I'm wrong, that also goes with the Tri-Fighter.
I don't know firsthand. I would assume so because the 101st is balanced on the heavy armor side. So I would imagine so. But I don't have firsthand knowledge on that. I know for a fact though, I've like had Zoro flying a hyena and I've shot him with like 7 AA missiles and like my entire AA gun, and he didn't have any damage.
Neat.
Additionally, the turbo lasers aren't balanced either, correct? The XX9 and XX10 from 3AS.
They have never been added as a part of the RD501 mod.
Okay.
All right, so are we just assuming Razor will be allocated to everybody then?
That's my assumption. I can double check with Neb for you though.
I'm just trying to make sure we've got everything covered because we're kind of talking in circles about stuff that's not relevant at the moment.
Yes, as of right now, yes, Razor should be at every AL.
And now we're at take your pictures and end the show.
You guys sure you're okay with splitting up like this?
Yeah, it's how they story writers
Voodoo,
intended
what's
it
the
to be.
worst? Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? We're trusting the story writers.
Who do we either double, triple up in space, and this planet takes the next third of the year because we're going to do hour-long take one objective ops, or we get our shit kicked in and see what happens.
Well, if you get your shit kicked in, you're not going to gain any ground.
But
Then
it'll be fun.
Then it'll take infinity time.
That's actually not necessarily true.
Shh, don't ruin it.
All right, hear me out.
Spoilers.
You do something like this.
Voodoo, when I see you on field, I'm gonna pull your fin.
Like you put everyone in the same AO. Maybe get some.
So
land
here's
behind
the
this defilade for everybody except the arena. Good luck. And then you actually like have fucking mutual support distance with each other.
here's the problem with that hoodoo. We can't have everybody operating at the exact same time.
So
Unless you want to redo the plan for every single person's operation the moment that their operation happens, which we've tried to do in the past, and it is frustrating as shit.
Fragos.
Because if you put in, let's say, Avalanche 1 first, and they clear all 3 of those objectives, then... Actually, I apologize. I think AV3 is first. So you put AV3 in, they clear all 3 of those objectives where that line is that you drew. That means that Avalanche 1 is now going to have to come up with a completely alternate plan before
So is
their
Psych
operation
2,
happens.
So is Psych 1, or
Yeah.
theoretically Psych 1.
Yeah,
you
these
don't actually
AOs
have to make. It's not like an FTX. You don't actually have to freaking make the map or anything. It's literally just like typing up the doc.
Okay, you write up the documents then, Hoodoo, and we can do your plan. But honestly, the way that this is drawn, assuming that the factories, for example, are similar and power generators and everything else are similar to what we dealt with in previous campaign, I would be very surprised if one platoon is not capable of handling one of these lanes. And if we hit this for one weekend and it ends up being an absolute shit show, we can always pull back and readjust.
Yeah, because again, agreeing with Stones here, these AOs are really small as is. That AA and factory that you had marked, those are easily 750 meters apart. Like, that's easy enough, as Stone said, for an entire platoon to do in one op.
Could theoretically do it at the same time.
Yeah, I do appreciate what you're saying, Hoodoo. I just think without being able to actually field the entire company in one server, it just doesn't work.
Or have us all go concurrently. Separate servers, everybody goes off of one day.
Have we actually tried that to the server box? Yeah, I was gonna say.
The box would catch fire.
Yeah, please,
You
please,
insane?
please. Yeah, as one of the server people, that is not allowed.
Isn't there
Can
a
we
couple
have
people's
Jay just stand
operations
in
that like actually like overlap on Saturdays? That just that already sets the thing on fire.
Yeah, can we just have Jay standing outside the server box with a fire extinguisher?
I'll shoot quick a message, have him have a quick response force ready.
Yeah, we might need some really cold shit to put on that.
Dude, just put some more lemons on the
Dip
server.
the box in a mayonnaise.
Wait, what? Put some what on it?
Lemon.
Lemons, dude. Did you know that there's electricity inside of a lemon?
That's also electricity inside a potato. Yet here we go.
What?
All right, you know what? Fair enough. You guys want to do this? Like, I'm not opposed. I mean, I am, but
I just don't know how
y'all
we're gonna
fucking-
put 5 platoons, 6 platoons with Acklay in one lane where there's 3 objectives in one, 4 in another, and 4 in another. 2 platoons are gonna get told to F themselves, essentially.
Well, no, you don't know the numbers or placement of enemies.
I mean, I think that we leave it down to the platoon commander's like discretion. Like if they go, if they land and like we look out onto the horizon, we just see massive amounts of droids, and we're like, oh, we're gonna get our assholes pushed in. Then we go, okay, hey, we're gonna do some raiding tactics this week, and then next week we can come back and consolidate forces and concentrate efforts. You know, take this week as a little bit of a what the fuck's the word? Commander's recon, and you know that come back if necessary.
It's the first battle of the war. We've been training for this for how long? What, 8 years? I think of the war. We're ready
Just
for this.
like
We
the
can handle it, no problem.
simulations.
It'll be just like the simulations.
7?
All those years of training.
You know, I brought this up today because I actually watched episode 2 today. So it took them 10 years to make 200,000 clones.
With a million miles away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, the Kaminoans are just milking that Republic money coming in.
He says units though. It could mean like more than just.
Could be
you know,
the, yeah, unit
200,000.
could be a platoon, company, battalion.
Which is funny because if you read the books, there was 50,000 clone commandos on Geonosis.
40,000 people used to live in the city. Okay, I think we're going off topic now. Come on.
Nah.
No, it's take your pictures and
2 a.m.
start your war nose.
If you have any questions, please let me know. Even if don't hesitate to ask. Like even if it's just to clear up something, please. If it's like, are we fighting B1s? Yes, you're fighting B1s. So just any dumb question is a good question. I'd rather you be over prepared and understand everything than under prepared
What
and
about
understand
Droidicus?
nothing. Yeah, those would probably be there.
Hey, wake up.
Droidicus are on the list. Felt wrong, but they're on the list.
Hey, Hooter, can you give me
Who is in charge of like editing and or grammatical like checking and writing these things?
Not
Spell
me.
check.
No one.
This was definitely made by Tico.
Okay, I mean, okay, that answers all of my questions. Thank you.
Should have proofread. My
Wait,
bad,
which
guys.
one are you referring to?
Droidica on both counts is spelled wrong.
Droidica.
You know what?
Shouldn't the DSD be in phase 1 too?
What do you spell droid dyke? That's
It
not
is.
nice.
It's under armor.
Wait, are they in the ventilation shafts?
You guys are
What
supposed to
about
be the ones in the
regular
ventilation
DSD?
shafts.
All right, can we take our hands off and take pictures of this shit?
I got your pictures.
Oh, I like your hands on it.
Keep your hands on. Squeeze it.
Yeah, harder.
Give it a little smack.
You must
I
get
wanna
the
use- okay.
starships back into space.
He's going to jail. I haven't decided who yet.
Actually, Maddox over here having a little party.
Yeah. Can someone from Avalanche go and take a picture of the Avalanche AO?
Hey guys,
Yeah, I
check
already
Avalanche
got it.
HQ.
Avalanche. I will try to have like a couple guys at your ops in case you need artillery, but
Oh,
I
that's
will
one
not
HQ.
promise anything.
Wait, who is that directed toward?
Avalanche.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll put a thing out. Hey, if possible, maybe send a couple extra people to Avalanche.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, I'm sure that either Eights and or Kestrel or Mister will heavily include Artie in their op board.
What?
Well, I ain't gonna be here, fam. So
What did I miss?
we'll talk about it later.
All right, sounds good. Sorry.
So break.
We gotta talk
Go
about
team.
gotta talk about the assets now.
Oh yes. You guys want to divulge more into that, right?
Hey, target, is the table saved?
Hold on.
I want to try hitting those grid buttons.
I will pause my eating to discuss this information.
My finger's stuck. Okay.
Where?
Um,
Don't worry about it.
All right, so number one, why no squad shields?
All right,
let's
table
make it
saved.
Interesting.
Because the Zeus's want to kill us.
No, so
I mean,
you look at it. I look at it this way: when you first start, right? Specifically with squad shields, are a higher technology in regards to they've taken the squad shield backpack that we have that we can utilize. We have that, and they turned it into a little condensed version, so that we like to look at it as it hasn't been developed yet. That makes sense. A lot of this is like the war just started. We're still trying to advance our technology, and because we also don't know what we're fighting against. And on the CIS side, the reason why we have that listed is so you understand what you're fighting against, so that we can make a
What do you
relative
mean we
balance.
don't know what we're fighting against?
I
The
mean,
whole-
I'm talking In regards to lore.
The whole Republic knew that the Trade Federation had a droid army. It's how they secured their
but-
shit.
Hold on 1 second.
So you were taking a break from your eating.
I was, but I'm really hungry. But I apologize. Yes, we knew they had a droid army, but I'm saying the contents of said droid army we knew was B1s, B2. We knew B1s and B2s were a thing.
I mean, I don't think we knew B2s were a thing until we went to Geonosis.
All right, maybe I don't remember. Listen, currently my lore specialist is currently taking a nap.
So I watched the movie like today because I was escorting people. Like the Mace Windu did not know the B2s were a thing until they shot at him.
And he flew away.
Well, I mean, the Gungans
jumped
have
off.
like pretty much squad shields. I mean, Droidekas have shields like that. So like,
Okay,
like if the fucking Gungans can do it, like we could too.
All right, yes. So, but look at the Gungan squad shield, right?
The Gungan did it with a massive emitter on the top of a fucking brontosaurus.
Exactly. That's where I was getting at. They had literally a field howitzer, the thing the size of a field howitzer, a barn, on the back of like a tractor trailer being pulled by a prehistoric animal.
Yeah, but that was like shielded like their whole fuking army. Like this is just
correct.
Smaller generator for a smaller area.
Yeah, correct. I understand that. So
Smaller
the aspect
doesn't
of this
mean
is one. Like I said, this is all subject to change. If it's a really big problem and you're not a big fan of it, we obviously it's gonna change so that it's more enjoyable. That's because that's what we're here for. Or what we're trying to do here is make it more challenging. So you guys have to like use the for tier 1 as written. You would use the shield pack instead of using the squad shields, and then next tier you get all the squad shields.
Okay,
That
but
makes sense?
the generator backpack only blocks like small arms. Tanks and shit will just like annihilate people in that.
I mean, I feel like regular squad shields, if an AAT shot, like, say you're sitting inside the squad shield and I sat in an AAT, aimed at your person and shot, I'm pretty sure it goes through the regular squad shield as well. I'm almost certain.
I know all my cannons do.
No, I mean currently, are you talking about in game or in lore?
I'm talking about in game.
In game,
Are there squad shields in lore?
No,
I don't think so.
The only thing that goes through the squad shield is the no, what's the one on tank tracks? What they call? Oh my god.
Agreed. Stones is right.
Squad shields were a thing that were used by the Rebel Alliance.
Which is
But,
post
I mean,
war.
all right, well,
And
it
Republic.
also seems like how the fuck are we supposed to fight like AATs, MTTs, vultures, hyenas, ADSDs with RPS 4s?
Hi.
So yeah, thank you. So essentially, that would
You can't be everywhere at once, though.
also
I
true.
would
But
try.
you know who is Razor.
Okay.
No, also
So
Razor.
Razor-
They also can't
Oh,
be
okay.
everywhere at once.
Well, they support. So keep it. Think of it this way, right? You're there to fight, do something, get rid of something. The reason for the RPS 4s, again, like I said, it's all subject to change. So if it's really big deal, we can switch it to RPS 6 specifically to deal with like the AATs, ADSDs. If you look at the spreadsheet, you posted that, right? Target?
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at the spreadsheet, there's a reason why it says ADSD limited, right? Reason why it's limited is because it's not meant to be utilized as much as we utilize it currently. So you see an ADSD, you'll see like 4 to 5 of them in a map. Here on Geonosis, you're probably going to see 1 in your entire AO if you're lucky. You may not even see it. It's not meant to be seen because it's still
Yes.
technically a prototype and in testing until later.
But that ADSD will kill everyone on the field.
Just as a heads up, the OPS4 is the reloadable dumbfire variant. That one can take out an ADSD in about 2 shots, provided it's the ammo rack in the back.
You have to shoot it in the ass.
Either that or take 7 shots. You've got 2 assault troopers per squad. Keep that in mind. Yes, it's going to be a bit more annoying, but you can still take it out.
What's the maximum range on the scope?
1,000.
You could shoot up to 1,200 effectively with them.
Yep.
Is the scope even aligned the right way?
Yes. Klinger worked hard and revamped it all.
I mean, you could also
Everything should
theoretically
All right. Do you guys want to like gather our thoughts and then talk about the gear and shit on Wednesday?
I'm okay with that if you guys want to do that, because then
like
we
I
can
like
compile
this
something.
idea. I just feel like tier 1 is like so like imba against us. Like we're just the Zeus has the potential to just click on us and then like end the op.
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but I mean, it doesn't. They lose a lot of things too. Like the CIS does. The biggest thing is making sure that
It's
like
balanced
it's
and-
community. Well,
essentially,
making
like
sure
on the Zeus
that,
side of things.
According
yeah,
to
making
who?
sure that the Zeuses understand that, oh, hey, don't compensate that you don't have Gats and Scimitars by placing 6 extra AATs. As long as that's conveyed to Zeuses, I think that this could be a lot of fun.
Isn't the story writer supposed to be attached to Zeus? They can
Correct. There's going to be
control that.
So there's going to be an asset sheet, and in the asset sheet that we're passing to Zeus, as well as occasionally there will be a story writer present. You can't always put a story writer with every single operation, because then you're going to burn out in every aspect of the word. Just that's why there's 2 on 1 off cycle. Because it's supposed to allow our Zeus Zeus operators and senior Zeus operators to not be on campaign straight up like rip for like a month and a half. So with the asset sheets, they are going. They essentially what's on them now, and what I've been shooting for, what we've been pushing down the train to make when we're making them, is everything that is going to be at the objective is going to be at the objective. All heavy armor is specified the exact number of what's supposed to be there. Infantry is pretty much their movement room. How the infantry is utilized, how the army is utilized, is up to the Zeus. But there's hard limits specifically on heavier assets such as ADSDs here. Like if you're running tier 1, the ADSD, there is going to be a specific number, and how it's utilized is dependent on the Zeus, but it's not meant to be utilized as a crazy aspect where that's easy to wipe you guys out right off rip. The timeline for the tier system right now, considering this is very, as we're discussing it for a reason, it's still very new. Right now, what we're gonna do is basically play it by ear. These first 2 weeks, we're gonna run it. We're gonna collect all the information, all the feedback from everybody for these 2 weeks. That week you guys are off, we're gonna be getting together and hashing out and fixing anything. Like if there is very, what's the word? If there's complications or things that just don't add up. For example, say you guys do this, you run tier 1 here, you just say fuck it and go in. And you find out, yes, okay, the RPS-4 is completely disadvantageous for you guys, and it's borderline not running AT if you're running it. Then we would revamp it and make it pretty much balanced. And that is our whole thing. These 2 weeks is to test the balancing of it. We have been playing around with it to see what would work, and this is kind of what we were coming up with if when executed, if that makes sense.
All right. I'm down to give it a shot, and then we can revisit.
Yeah.
Question about Razor assets when you go to site.
Sure.
So issue I'm seeing right now is our 2 harm vehicles, the ARC, are only accessible from, which means that for the first week or 2, whatever we have until tier 3, we have no way of dealing with LRADs or MRC.
You won't have
Yeah,
MRCs or LRADs to fight.
Okay, it's
You
just
cut
LRADs.
out for me, but yeah. So if you look at the if you actually look at the tier list, you'll see miscellaneous
Okay,
on both
gotcha.
sides, and that's where all the stuff that we like, all heavy infantry such as Decas and such, and AA is all kind of under the miscellaneous tab. So we didn't have like 15 different columns. It was kind of just to make it quick, simple, easy to read. So if you look at that side, like LRADs and MRCs, so tier 2 is MRCs and LRADs are at tier 3, and it's mirrored across the board. For us, we don't have MRCs or LRADs until later in the tiers, and same thing with the SHORAD.
So do we
one
just
thing-
suffer then in tier 2?
So I'd counter
again, we
that.
can tweak it.
You can engage mercs pretty easily with lats at low altitude with hunter killer teams. So like it's going to be harder to deal with them than if you had phantoms or arcs, but like you don't have to have them.
Fair enough. And then second question, we're missing a few UAV assets in the tier or the asset list.
Correct. Yeah, we have to revisit that with you guys and get in touch more. Like I said, this is very, very rough. We are testing this these first 2 weeks of campaign to see how it goes and if it works. The whole reason we put out the vote was to see if pretty much who wanted to try it and see if it was pretty much worth putting further effort into. So now that we have it, we're going to test it with you guys in the first couple of weeks of campaign. If you guys like it and have feedback for it, we'll stick with it. We'll take your feedback and we'll improve on it. And we'll, like I said, we're going to get with this week. We're getting with Razor, everybody in Razor, essentially like high command, and talking, figuring out what works, what doesn't work. Like you pointed out here, the MRCs are difficult for you guys unless you have certain assets. So that's stuff we got to take into consideration. We will obviously add more stuff to the list, but if we don't know, because I think it was just me, Target, that kind of threw this stuff together.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, appreciate all the hard work that you put in, Eights and Story people.
Absolutely, the whole campaign team is to really thank. I was just kind of like, hey, do this, and they're like, all right. All them. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, like I said, or like I think Huda, like you said, let's if you have any other kind of questions or any other suggestions, qualms about it, compile it and we'll talk about it on Wednesday. After the meeting, before the meeting, whichever, or at the meeting, however we wish to deal with it.
That meeting adjourned.
Unless you guys have anything else? Or anyone else has anything else?
Nothing from me. Look at it from an AT trooper's perspective. The only difficult ones are going to be the ADSC, the MTT, and the Octopower. Even then, like, those can be dealt with. But we have Razor or Minoc online.
You're also assuming that everyone is well versed with the RPS-4 like you are?
No, I'm actually shit with it.
Even RPS-4.
That Octopara is actually not supposed to be in tier 1. That one's supposed to be in tier 2. That's a mistype on our end.
Even then, it's
Yeah.
pretty easy to use an OPS bar. You just range it, grab the range, and fucking fire.
Hey, Target, I have a quick question for you.
Yo!
You said you had pictures of some of the objectives and stuff you were going to give out after?
I need to send you. There's specific places that you guys have to place that you'll place C types in the objectives that'll destroy them, quote unquote, from the inside, so that they're actually out of commission.
Yeah, is that just going to be in the general conversation?
Yeah,
in the
I'll throw
Intel
that in
channel
there for you guys.
afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
It'll be the same thing for all. It should relatively be the same thing for all the objectives.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for reminding me. I've got to make a note of that real quick.
Oh, hey, Target, is the stream still playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have music playing at all during this?
No.
He has
Oh.
not. No.
No.
We should get
It's
we-
a lot of
we
it's
should
a lot of dead air in
Yeah,
most
we should
places.
get some music for next time. I was thinking that, like, God, there are a couple moments of silence here.
Oh, there are.
Whoever's watching the
There are
stream.
plenty of moments of silence.
Oh, absolutely. It's everyone watching. It's the moment of silence we take now before we all die.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, let's see. Thursday kickoff. So let's
Woo!
have a